Look here, volume and surface area of solids. All of you can see the screen, right? Am I audible? Shall we start? Fine. Last thing, look here, volume and surface area of solid. Solid meaning solid objects. All the solid objects in the shape of cylinder. Anything which is round, curved, that is cylinder. Then cone and sphere. So cylinder, anything of this shape, like this. Okay, which is circular in shape, and top you'll have like this, round, bottom another round. So top or round and bottom. Examples they have given you. Direct application. Yeah, cylinder example. Solids like circular pillars. Okay, circular pillar pipes. Pipe is the big example. Pipe or even the cylinder which we use at home, even that is cylindrical shape. Circular pipes. Even pencil, jars, all this is fine. Best example is pipe or the cylinder, gas cylinder which we use, are said to be in cylindrical shape. Okay, now what is volume? Volume is the inner value, student. Inner value. If I take a water bottle, here, the amount of water we store, if you are storing 1 liter, of water, the capacity of this bottle is 1 liter. It can hold up to 1 liter of water. That is known as volume. Okay, this is a general term given. You can't tell the capacity of bottle, the capacity of cylinder. Fine. So the general term, specific term which we use, mathematical term, is volume. It is the inner surface. So we need to calculate volume. They'll give questions based on cylinder, volume, or bottle, or anything, circular pipes. How much of water can it hold? You'll have questions like that. Next, you get cone. After cylinder, cone. Cone, you'll have shape like this. This is a cone. Have you all seen in the birthday parties they wear this, right? Like a hat kind of thing. Have you all seen that? That is cone. But only thing here, everything is closed, students. It won't be open. This will be closed. This surface will be closed. This is a cone. Next, we have solid of sphere. Sphere is not circle. It's not exactly circle. It is somewhat like this. It is not exactly a circle. Somewhat like egg kind of shape. Sphere. Or you can call it like this. This is a sphere. So a sphere will have same like circle, 4 quadrants. You'll have questions related to that. Okay, so these are the 3 objects, solid figures you'll have. There's nothing related to a cube and cuboid. That was done in 9th standard. Cuboid kind of questions. Now, in this volume, same. Volume is the inner surface, inner value. Even a sphere. Example of sphere is anything which is round in shape, volume, which can hold. Okay, cone and okay, sphere is similar to circle, like a 3D image. 3D image. There's a, what do you call this? Same. Volume is the inner capacity. The volume is the capacity, what the sphere can hold. So you'll have questions related to this. Next, area, surface area. When we talk about surface area, there is surface in it, to the area in it, surface area. Now volume is done. So basically 3 diagrams, cylinder, cone, sphere. In that, 2 different types of questions, volume and surface area. Okay, when we talk about area, students, surface area, surface is the outer boundary. Volume is inside, surface is the outer boundary. We need to calculate the surface of a cylinder. Surface of the cylinder. Just imagine this cylinder. So this cylinder will have 2 circles first. 2 circles. And we know this is radius. Radius. Now, the formula for diameter is equals to 2r. All of you will remember this, diameter. For a circle, circumference is equals to 2 pi r. Area is equals to pi r square. So most of the formulas are related to circles. Okay, we derive most of the formula with respect to circle. Yes, make a note. In this surface area, meaning is the outer surface, students, outer surface, which we can touch. Okay, outer surface. These are the two types of topics we have. Then when it comes to question, you'll have single question based on cylinder, one question, cone or sphere. So based on solids, one question. Remember, while solving, this is what you have to check. Based on solid in the sense cylinder, cone and sphere. We learned the formulas based on this volume and surface area. You'll get one question. First type. Second type of question, cost. Okay, anything related to cost. Third type, transformation. Transform. No, not cost. Combine, students. Sorry, combine. One or two cost question. The important part is they'll combine. So first type is single value. Second type they'll combine it. Okay, a cylinder. They would take a cylinder like this. In cylinder they'll drop a sphere. Okay, imagine there is a tumbler here, tumbler or a glass. This is a glass. It's in the shape of cylinder. They drop a sphere, students. It is filled with water. If it is filled with water, if they drop a sphere inside it, what will happen to the water? Can you all respond? All of you respond. What happens to the volume of water, students? Will it be the same or decrease? I want you all to respond. In a tumbler, the tumbler is filled with water. If you drop a sphere in that, if you drop some object, what will happen to the water? Some water will come out, right? Yeah. Some percent of water will come out, students. So they'll tell you to identify. They'll tell you to find the percentage of water which comes out. Okay. Or they'll tell you. They'll tell this tumbler is 100 ml. They'll drop a sphere. They'll give the dimension of sphere. They'll tell you to find the volume occupied by the sphere. You have to calculate. So only three types of question based on solid single questions you get or combination. They'll combine two questions. Next is transform. Transformation is from one diagram to another diagram. What they would do, they would take a cylinder like this. They'll cut in the shape of a cone, or they would take a cone. They would take a cone and they will cut this. They will melt it. They will melt this cone and transform into sphere. This type of question, transformation. They would take a cylinder, they would melt that object. After melting, you'll get in liquid form. Solid will get transformed into liquid. That liquid they will recast into metal. So one common point there is volume. Volume is the common point. See, they would take a solid cylinder. If they want to recycle, they will melt it. Once they melt it, it turns into liquid. Okay, you take any solid object, you melt it, it becomes into liquid. Then this liquid they convert into sphere, different shapes like this. So from cylinder it is converted into sphere, or from cylinder they'll convert into cone. These are the types of question, transformation question. And from past 3 years, you're getting it for 5 to 7 marks, students. 5, 3, 3, 6, 7. Okay. In this 5 to 7, one MCQ. MCQ 1 mark. Then remaining you'll get either one 4 marks question or 3 marks 2 questions. Okay. This 4 mark is the transformation questions, lengthy question, 4 marks. Or 3 marks, 2 questions. This is how they have been setting volume chapter. Fine. So if you feel this as tough, I'm telling you, I'll explain everything. If you feel this chapter as tough, whichever main doesn't have volume, just go through the basics. Whichever doesn't have volume, try to attempt that main. Or for example, in one main there is a volume question. First one is volume question. Second one, any easy matrix question. Third is median question. So median definitely 4 marks. Matrix they would give for 3 marks, volume for 3 marks. In this case, because of one volume question, you can't ignore this, students. Don't do this mistake. Remember this. Is it clear? All of you understood? Are you there online? Understood what I explained? Okay. Because of this one volume question, you shouldn't skip this. Remember, even while practicing. So what you do, matrix, attempt full. Make sure you get full marks, median, full marks, mean, median, whatever, statistic question. Then along with that, volume. Even if you do half, you write the formula, do half the calculation, you'll at least get 1.5 mark. So that doesn't mean you have to skip it. This is one type. Second type, in any main, if you get volume, by chance they give volume and word problem, quadratic word problem. And the third one is any chapter which you're feeling difficult. Example, trigonometry or heights and distance. Even trigonometry questions are fine. Just go through the question. If you feel trigonometry difficult, word problem difficult, and volume, then you can try to skip this to. Then only then you have to skip this main. So make sure at least 2 questions are tough. If any 2 questions are tough, skip that main. Out of 7 mains, you have to attempt 4 mains. Remember that. So you have options of skipping 3 mains. Okay, next one. Word problem. Even word problems I'll teach you all. Imagine word problem, whatever we study, and volume is easy. Volume easy question and trigonometry easy question. Then don't skip that main. Try to attempt volume, trigonometry, word problems. Even if you do half, you'll get 1.5 or 2 marks. Okay, this is how you all have to plan. As soon as you see volume question, don't try to skip that main. Check what are the other questions given. Okay, next. If you get this in section A, 2025, they didn't give. If they give this volume in section A, that is a compulsory question. Then you can't skip, students. You can't skip. They'll either give it for only 4 marks. 4 and 5 marks is for graph question, graph and construction. So definitely they would give for 4 marks in section if they give it. It's a compulsory question. Even in that case, volume questions will be tough. So we'll study all the concepts. Maximum, there are only 3 concepts. Okay, in this, based on these 3 concepts, learn all the formulas, write the formulas, substitute, do some basic calculation. Just because volume chapter, don't think it is tough and skip. Write the formula, basic calculation. Sometimes you'll get the answer. If not, at least you do half, you'll get 2 marks. Try to attempt full, you'll get 4. This is how you all have to plan and attend. The same goes with word problem, students. Only these 2 are tough, volume and word problem. I think other chapters are fine. Okay, volume and word problem. So I told you all what kind of questions we get, what we are going to study, and how to attempt the questions. Now we'll start with the formulas. Is all this clear? Whatever I explained now? Cylinder, students, based on cylinder. See, the formulas are here, page number 338. I'll explain. Only if I explain, you can remember this. First thing, for a cylinder of base, radius r and height h, there are 2 cylinders, solid cylinder and hollow cylinder. Okay, solid cylinder. Solid in the sense only one cylinder, student. There's only one cylinder, like this. Next, the hollow cylinder is, you'll have one cylinder, inside that you'll have another one. Inside that you'll have another one, like this. So when there are 2 cylinders together, there is some space left. There is some space left. So there's difference in the formula. In one thing, there is no space left inside. It is empty. This entire thing is volume. In the other thing, there are 2 cylinders inside. That is known as hollow cylinder. First thing, solid cylinder. When it comes to solid cylinders, this part is height. Okay. Then we have 2 circles. One in the top and one in the bottom. Circle. and we apply all the circular concept here. First thing, you have to remember two things: volume, and when we talk about surface area, there are two types students. One is total surface area and lateral surface area. Curved surface area and total surface area. Okay, we talk about surface area. One is curved surface area. The other one is total surface area. Total surface area. Okay, what is curved surface area? In solid, the curved surface area is this yellow part. This will be curved, students, curved. Only this yellow part you have to consider, not the top and bottom one. Only which is curved, that you have to consider, curved. Total meaning curve plus this leftover. Yellow plus the green one is known as total surface area. This is the concept. So volume will have only one, surface area will have two. Mariana, why are you late, Mariana? Okay. Do one thing. If you want, you can leave. Go through the recording, or you want to attend. And after that, you have it. If you want, go through. I told I'll be starting new chapter. First thing, volume, students. Volume. Volume is equals to, you take circle. What is the area of a circle? All of you will respond. What is the area of a circle? Pi r, pi r square. With along with pi r square. Just because it has two circles, along with pi r square, you have to multiply it with h. And volume will have, when if it is given meter, meter cube. If it is given centimeter, centimeter cube. This is the formula for volume, students. So volume is the total capacity. You start with a circle, pi r square h. Okay, pi r square h. Next, curved surface area. When I talk about curved surface area, it is only the curved value. So basically a circumference. What is the circumference of a circle? 2 circumference, students. 2 pi r, right? 2 pi r. Along with that, you have to multiply by height. I'll tell you why height. Look here. When we take a cylinder, student, cylinder is made up of multiple discs. This is a round circle. The circumference formula for this is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Area formula for this circle, area formula is pi r square. If you want to convert this circle into a cylinder, I'm going to add multiple circles like this. Look, multiple circles. Multiple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 circles. This 7 circle, all if I combine, this becomes the height. So for one circle, the circumference is 2 pi r. If I want to find the value of 7 circle, I have to multiply by what? All of you will respond. Multiply by 7. If one circumference is 5, 7 circumference, the answer would be 35 centimeter. This is the concept of cylinder. Cylinder is basically made up of circles, lot of circles combined together. That becomes volume. So if you combine lot of circles, or just imagine ring, a round ring. All these are rings. If you combine 5 to 6 rings together, if you paste it together, if you join it, you'll have a volume, you'll have a space inside. That space is known as volume. So circumference is 2 pi r multiplied by 7 rings are added. So this 7 rings is nothing but the height. That is why you multiply by h. So when you study formula, just imagine this diagram, 2 pi r h. Same with area. For one ring it is pi r square. If there are 7 rings, convert into height, pi r square h. Circumference. Okay, curved surface area is pi r square h. Is this concept clear? All of you understood? Yeah, there are a lot of formula, students. If you try to memorize, you'll definitely forget. That's the reason I'm teaching. If not, I've just told you all to go through the formulas from textbook. So all of you will concentrate. Next, when it comes to total surface area, circular I taught you all. Total surface area. That is, look here. Take 2 pi r h curved surface area plus how many circles do we have top and bottom? All of you respond. 2. For each circle, what is area is mentioned here. So for each circle, what is area? Pi r square. If there are two circles, if it is two circles, 2 pi r square. Can you see the formula here? Third formula, 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. Third formula, this one. So curved surface area is done. Total surface area, students. Total surface area, just add curved surface area plus two circles. One circle in the top, one circle in the bottom. And just because area is given, we used area square, 2 pi r square. In this, what is common? 2 pi r is common. If you take 2 pi r, h plus r is the formula. You can use any formula, either this or this. Just go through this, and wherever area is mentioned, the word area, whether it is a what you call curved surface area, total surface area, the degree is 2, students, meter square, centimeter square, meter square, centimeter square. That's it. These are the formulas for solid cylinder. Just go through one solid cylinders. The cylinder is basically circles, multiple circles put together. So remember, circle, circumference of circle, area of a circle formula. With that, just multiply height. Okay, so volume is equals to area of a circle, pi r square, multiplied by height. You'll get volume. Curved surface area is the circumference. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r multiplied by h. When it comes to total surface area, this curved surface area plus the other two circles, top and bottom. Add that. Pi r square h, 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r. Okay, solid cylinder is done. Any doubts in solid cylinder formulas? How to derive the formulas? Did you understand? Next one is hollow cylinder, students. Hollow cylinder is basically made up of two cylinders together. So everything will have two parts. This is one cylinder. Inside this, you'll have another cylinder. Like this. I'll explain from the textbook so that you'll have formulas, you can write it. Solid, okay, all of you look at this solid cylinder, students. So, solids like iron pipe, rubber tubes, etc. are in the shape of hollow. So basically, this will be covered. Two cylinders in the sense, see, this part, the yellow part will be covered, students. It is fully covered. Only the inner cylinder will be open. All this is covered. This is covered. This part. Okay, all this will be covered. Only here in this small hole, you'll have space left. So right round everything will be covered. That is what they mentioned. This is what you mean. This is the meaning of hollow cylinder. Next, external radius. External radius is for the outer. For the outer circle, external radius is capital R. Internal radius is small r. Okay. Then height will be the same. For both, height would be the same. Wait, let me give me a minute. See, this is the difference between hollow cylinder and a solid cylinder. Right circular cylinder. This is a solid cylinder, students. Can you all see the difference, all of you all? The solid cylinder, you won't have any opening. This is what I was talking about. This is the circular shape. Circular, what do you call? Curved surface area. Circular shape. Curved surface area. When we talk about full, volume is the inner value, students. Inside whatever is there, that is volume. When we talk about total surface area, you include even this circle. Look at this circle. And even bottom also will have a circle like this circle. And there is no opening inside. Look at this, there is no opening. Everything is closed. Right circular cylinder, solid circle, and this is total surface area. Total surface area is circular curved surface area plus the other two circles, top and bottom, plus the two circles, top and bottom. Left hand side is hollow cylinder. Look at hollow cylinder. Same like solid cylinder, but they'll drill another hole, students. They'll drill another hole, and this is the gap inside. Gap. This is in vertical position. You'll have a hole, you'll have a gap inside. So this is the inner radius. Look, this is what they've explained. Inner radius R. The outer part is the external radius, capital R. What about the height? Height would be the same, right, for both? The height will be the same. All of you will respond. Did you understand? Height is same. See, that is what they've written here. Next, look at the first formula. Thickness of the cylinder. When there are two values, the thickness is capital R minus small r. That will give you the thickness, capital R minus small r. Next, area of cross section. For area of cross section, we basically take area of this circle, students, circle. So capital, what is the area of circle? For capital R, what is the area of circle? All of you respond. Pi r square. Capital R, capital. Minus small pi, small r square. So as I told you, everything is related to circle for cylinder. You write this, in this pi is common. If you take out pi, capital R minus small r. That is the surface area. And what is this? Area of cross section. Now I'll explain what is area of cross section. If I cut this cylinder, students, if I cut it like this, if I cut and tilt it, if you break into two parts, if you cut and tilt cross section, you'll get like this. Okay, from the top position, just imagine this piece, like this part. So the area of cross section is basically you cut one piece of it. I told you a cylinder is made up of many number of circles. In that, just cut one slice of circle, you'll get this part, a small ring kind of thing. If you want to find the area of this, we know there are two circles. For the capital circle, the area is pi capital R square, minus for the smaller one, pi r small one. If you subtract it, you'll get this part. This green part is called area of cross section. Area of cross section. So from the capital area, the bigger area, they've subtracted the smaller one. This greener part is known as area of cross section. Next, what is given? Thickness of cylinder is done. Thickness is R minus R. Then area of cross section. The word area is given. Subtract both the areas. You'll get the answer. Volume. Even volume, same thing. Find the volume of the larger cylinder minus the smaller cylinder. Look here. Pi r square h is the volume of the larger cylinder. That is what we studied here. Pi r square h. Minus pi r small square. Pi capital R square h. The reason h is same for both, height is same, students. Height is same. Pi is also same. Pi will never change. That's the reason pi r square minus pi small r square h. If you subtract, you'll get the volume. Okay, basically just subtract external volume minus internal volume. Two cylinders. For curved surface area, same concept. External curved surface area minus, no, external curved surface plus internal curved surface. For volume, we subtract. For curved surface, we add them. The reason is, for curved surface, whatever we can touch, or whatever we see through, that is known as curved surface area. So basically, for curved surface area, we need to add both. Where is that formula? 2 pi r curved surface area. Two pi r h. Third formula. In hollow cylinder, look at the third formula. Curved surface area. External curved surface area plus internal. So for external, we can touch that external curved surface area. The value is 2 pi capital R h plus 2 pi small r h. Total surface area is a bit lengthy. I'll explain, students. First, these concepts. And this is the vertical, horizontal position for a circular area. Pipes like this. Best example of for this is shots. Have you seen this crackers, or have you bursted the crackers, students? In that you'll have shots. You have seen shots, right? We have multiple shots, single shot. Yeah, that is a proper example of hollow cylinder, students. Inside, what you call this, what you call the crackers, poisons will be stuffed inside. Okay, right round you'll have a hard surface, same like the cylinder pipe. That's the best example. You light it, it will go top and burst. That is shot, single shot, multiple shot. All those are made with the concept of circle, cylinder. So these are the examples. Don't get confused. Difference between solid and circular. Even when you're practicing the formulas, just Google these images, download, or just refer the images and study the formulas. Now, total surface area, students, total surface area. Look here. The meaning of total surface area is what you can touch, both circular as well as top and down. Now, when it comes to this hollow cylinder, whatever we can touch is total surface area. First thing, curved surface area plus 2 area at the base ring. Curved surface area, for curved surface area, this part, the outer part, 2 pi r h plus capital 2 pi r small h. You can touch the outside, even the inside ring. Inside one, if you just put your finger inside this, you can feel this. You can touch this inside part. For that smaller one. So outside you can touch, even the inside one you can feel. 2 pi r small h plus this. I'm talking about the outer part, students, curved. Then top you have a part. Top, even this part you can touch. This part. And this part is nothing but 2 pi r square minus the smaller circle, minus the smaller one, this black. Look, I'm talking about this black one. So top and bottom, for both you'll have this. You can just, whatever you touch, that part. So 2 pi r square minus 2 pi small r square. They have taken 2 common. So formulas are a bit tough. You all have to go through. Take 2 common, 2 pi common. You'll have r square minus small r square. Here you can use a square minus b square concept. Okay, so this question, this formula, it is tough to remember. This formula. Always study it like this. 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r small h These are the concepts we have. So today you'll practice the question. We'll solve one or two questions, students. For hollow cylinder, less question. Direct, direct, you'll have very less questions. Yes. One second, Adi. Yeah, which one? Curved surface area. Okay. Curved surface area. See, curved surface area is only the outer one, not the top and bottom one, Adya. Not the top and bottom. You just ignore top and bottom. Only this outer curve. If it is solid, can you touch the inner part? If everything is closed, can you touch the inner part? No. But if it is hollow circle, we can touch the outer one as well as the inner one. This part, can you see? Yeah, inside you can touch. Here, let me explain here. This pipes inside, students. I gave example cracker. In cracker, you fill poison inside. That inner part I'm talking about. So you can touch two things. One is the outer one and the inner one. I'm not talking about the top and bottom part. Just ignore this top. Look, ignore the green one. Even bottom you'll have that. Just ignore that. Now, for the outer part, when we talk about curved surface, what is the outer part? You have to take the circumference, right? What is circumference of the circle, Adya? 2 pi r. And I told you many circles are present. So you combine all that, multiply by h. This is for capital, the outer circle. I told even the inner one you can feel. So what is the formula for that? 2 pi h. Did we get the formula? Understood? Okay, maybe I didn't explain that. Inside part also you can touch it. So 2 pi r smaller h, students. Better remember like this. If you want, you can take out 2 pi is common. 2 pi h is common. So 2 pi h is common. Capital R plus small r. That is what they have written. And one more thing, we don't need to subtract it. So basically we can touch both. You can add them. You can add. Now that is done. Along with this, if you want to talk about curved surface, along with this, we even consider the top and bottom part, which we can touch, top and bottom. So can you see here, are there same formula they've used here? Same. Plus how many curves, how many circles are there? Top and two circles. So for two circles, let us take the bigger circle. 2. What is the area? Capital square. Minus for the small one, 2 small circles into pi small r square. Can you see this formula given? So curved is just the outer part, students. Okay, not the top and bottom. Don't consider top and bottom. If you talk about total, everything, you should consider everything. Just because two cylinders are given here, both, we need to add both. And when we talk about the top part, look here, the reason they have subtracted that is, I'll shade this pink one, the blue one. Look at this pink one, students. If there is a hole present, this pink one is the hole. If there is a hole, you can't touch this. From top, you can't touch this. That's the reason they have subtracted. You can't touch. All you can touch is the green one. The green one. The green. So in order to touch the green, we subtract the circular, the bigger circular part minus the smaller circular one. Look at the black one. The bigger one minus the smaller one. So for curved surface area, I'll add it. For curved surface area, when it comes to total surface area, subtract this. Plus subtract the area. Okay, so the formulas are tough. We'll once again go through the formula. Once you understand the formula, it is easy to solve, students. It is easy to solve it. Now, first thing again, when we talk about solid form, solid volume. For volume, what do you need to consider, students? All of you will respond. Area of a single circle. What is area of a single circle? And a cylinder consists of many rings. Multiply by h. For volume, it is area. Remember this. Volume and area are one pair. Volume. When we talk about curved surface area, it is circumference. Tell me the formula for circumference of a circle. What is circumference of a circle, students? 2 pi r, right? Along with that, you have to multiply by. So for volume area, pi r square h. For curved surface area, 2 pi r capital H. Next, total surface area. Total surface area. Take this 2 pi r h. Take 2 pi r h plus you'll have top and bottom. Where is it? Okay, I've erased it. I've deleted it. 2 pi r h plus you'll have this top and bottom part. In a solid cylinder, you can touch the top and the bottom part as well. So even for that, we need to find area, students. For each circle, it is pi r square. Okay, we can touch the entire area part. Just because two values are there, 2 pi r square. Two pi r h plus 2 pi r square. Just ignore this. Don't try to memorize this. First, second, third. When it is hollow cylinder, they'll ask you thickness r minus r, area of cross section. So area of the larger circle, pi r square minus the smaller one. Whatever you studied top for solid, the same thing it repeats for hollow students. Hollow cylinder, volume, curved surface area, total surface area. Okay, write it side by side. Just a minute. Write the formula side by side. Don't learn from textbook. Write solid cylinder left hand side, hollow cylinder right hand side. Compare and study. Okay, and download the image. Just put solid cylinder and hollow cylinder. You'll get an image. With the help of the image, you all can study, students. All I can explain is what is curved surface area, volume, and total surface area. Next, first question. Look at the first one. What's the time? 11. Okay, take break. We'll continue at 11:45. Just 5 minutes break. Up to 12:10, I'll conduct. We'll continue after break. Okay, we'll continue. All of you are online, right? See, these are the examples, students. These are some examples. Solid cylinder will never have any opening. Solid cylinder. Okay. Solid cylinder will not have any opening. So when you're calculating the total surface area, look at total surface area. For the outer cylinder, it is 2 pi r h plus. And we have two circular rings. This is for the outer value, curved surface area. And for two circular rings, when there is no opening, pi r square, 2 pi r square. The next one is the hollow circle, hollow cylinder. Example, this bucket what they have given. Or the pipe which I explained. All these are hollow cylinders, both. So even in bucket you can feel, if you just leave your hand inside the bucket, you can feel that inner part. Right? Wherever the water is filled, you can touch the outer part as well as the inner part. This is hollow cylinder concept. Next. Cylinders, they don't ask much questions to the reason cylinders are very tough to calculate. Okay. They ask very limited question. Look at cone. I'll show you a cone and even sphere. See, this is cone. For cone, it is easy. The formulas are easy. Only three formulas. Volume, same. Curved surface area, lateral. I'll tell you what is lateral curved surface area. We'll discuss evening. Same total surface area. This is for cone. Only three formulas. Then, based on that, we'll have certain questions. Next, sphere. This is what a sphere looks like. Example, globe. The shape of a globe is a sphere. Football is a sphere. Volleyball, football, throw ball are said to have spheres. Fine. So this sphere is also again three parts. One is a solid part. The other one is spherical. If they cut this football or volleyball, basketball, anything into two parts, it gets split like this. Spherical shell, hemisphere. Okay, that's the reason I kept it in the last. Volume chatter has lot of formulas. It is very difficult to remember all this. And imagine there is a combination question. Combination or combine. You need to combine two formulas together. Or the transformation. You need to transform from one part, one solid to another solid. The formulas are important. And most of the questions they give from this transformation or combination part. Single question is very rare. Single question. So we'll solve one or two cylinder questions, you'll understand. Before attending evening class, just go through the formulas once again, students. First question. Look, this is the basic question. They haven't asked. They didn't mention that they didn't ask this question. First thing, find the curved surface area, total surface area, volume of a cylinder. Is this a solid or hollow cylinder? Have they mentioned anything? Response, no. If they don't mention, it's a solid cylinder. Remember, it's a solid cylinder. Diameter is given. And one more thing, centimeter and meter conversion. You should know centimeter and meter conversion. 1 meter is equals to how many centimeters? 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Is there any question? Millimeter is not given. Okay. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. This is bigger and this is smaller. G and S, small. So you have to multiply GSM. Remember this, student, GSM or GM. Remember GM. For example, like good morning. For good morning, you will tell GM. Remember this. So from greater, if you are converting into smaller, multiply. If they give 5 meters, if you want to convert 5 into 100, that is 500 centimeters. We are multiplying. If they give 1000 centimeters, if they tell you to convert into smaller meter, so from small to greater, you divide it. Take this 1000, divide it by 100. Two zeros gets cancelled. 10 meters is the answer. Most of the questions you get only in meter and centimeter. Remember this conversion, GSM, or just remember GM. Whenever greater to smaller value, we multiply it. Okay, first concept. Diameter is given. Nowhere we use diameter in the formula. Always convert into radius. Diameter is 2 times radius. So 7 is equals to 2R, R is equals to, what's the value, students? You can keep 3.5 or 7 by 2, R. Next, what is height given? All of you will respond. Height is equals to 80 centimeters. Yes, we need to find the capacity in liter. Capacity is nothing but volume. Later we'll convert it. Later we'll convert into liters. Now look at the calculation part. We need to find curved surface area. What is curved surface area formula, students? All of you will respond. Curved surface area. For curved surface area, we need to consider circumference. Circumference formula is 2 pi r. Along with that, multiply by h. So 2 into pi value. What is pi value? 22 by 7. What is radius? So 7 by 2. Height is equals to 80. 7 and 7 gets cancelled. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 8 2s are 16. 8 2s are 16, 17. 1760. Can you see the answer? 1760 centimeter square. This curved surface area, students. For curved surface area, remember it's a solid cylinder. Curved meaning all. Just imagine this is a circumference. For circumference 2 pi r h. Curved surface area is done. Okay, answer is given. I'll just show you the calculation. Answer is already given. You can go through later. Next, total surface area. For total surface area, the curved one plus top and bottom you can touch. Look here. 2 pi r h. Then we can also touch the top and the bottom part. When you're able to touch the top part, this entire space we call area, students. This entire thing is area. That's the reason we use area of a circle concept. Area of circle is pi r square. One is top and the other one is bottom. Therefore, multiply by 2. 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square gives the formula. You try to calculate like this, it would be tough. Take out the common values. 2 pi is common. R is also common. The difference is h plus another r here. H plus r. 2 into 22 by 7 into r is equals to 7 by 2. H is equals to 80 plus 7 by 2. So 7, 7, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. You have 22. When you take LCM, you get 167. Look at the calculation. 11 into 167. 1837. Is the answer correct? 1837? Is it correct, students? Total surface area. Understood how to calculate? Curved surface area, total surface area. Look at the calculation. This is the calculation according to whatever I have taught. Like this. Pi r square, 2 pi r square. Is it clear, students? All of you understood? Next, volume. Tell me what is volume? For volume is similar to which one? What did I tell you all? Without looking at the formula, you'll have to tell. Volume is similar to area. What is area of a circle formula? Area of a circle is pi r square into, I told you, multiple rings together. So you have to multiply by height. 22 by 7 into r was 7 by 2 whole square. I'll multiply it twice into 80. 7 and 7 gets cancelled. 2 ones are 240. 11. 11 into 7, 77 into 40. 0. 7 fours are 28. 7 fours are 28, 30. 3080 is the answer. Centimeter cube. I'll teach you how to convert into volume now. Volume. First, look at this calculation. So, how will you relate the formula? Look here. Once again, whenever it comes to volume, students, remember volume, compare it with area. Area of a circle. See, if you compare like this, it is easy to derive. Area of a circle is pi r square. Along with that, multiply h, volume. When it comes to curved surface area, C. Imagine, just remember C stands for circumference. What is the circumference of a circle? All of you will respond. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi, 2 pi r. Along with that, multiply by h. If you want, I'll give you. For circle, make a note. For circle, circumference. Circumference is equals to 2 pi r. Area is equals to pi r square. Diameter is same for everything, 2r. Then total surface area. This will include the curved surface area plus the top you'll have one ring and bottom you'll have one ring. So total two rings, 2 into pi r square. This is the formula. Okay, write this, students. First write circle. If you're thorough with circle, this one is easy. At least this part, did you understand all of you how to derive without looking at the formulas? Okay, evening after teaching, solving other questions, I'll teach you all curved surface. This one, students, hollow circle, hollow cylinder. For now, practice only this. This is a solid cylinder. Okay, it's a solid cylinder. We'll solve one more question. Look at the second question. The total surface area. Now, total surface. And one more thing. Even in this, I'll tell you what kind of questions they would ask. If you take volume, students, if you take volume, V stands for volume. V is equals to pi r square h. What are the different variables here? In this equation, what are the variables? V, R, and H. So, in this one formula, there are three questions. They can ask you, they'll give you volume, they'll ask you to find R. They'll give you radius, height, they'll ask you to find volume. Or they'll give you volume and radius, they'll ask you to find h. Same goes with curved surface area. They might give curved surface area, they'll tell you to find any one. So the different variables, when you take a solid cylinder, the different variables are volume, radius, height, diameter. Once you find radius, multiply that into 2, you'll get diameter. Next, curved surface area. They'll give you CSA value, curved surface area, total surface area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 variables, students. 5 variables, 5 type of questions can be asked. Okay, 5 variables, 5 type of questions. 2 is constant, pi is also constant. Pi is 22 by 7. So therefore no questions will be asked. 5 variables, 5 types of questions. You take any formula, equation will be given. Right? All the formulas will be given in the form of equation. Check how many variables are there in that equation. Based on that, they'll ask question. Now next, look at the example 2. The total surface area TSA is given. TSA of a cylinder of radius R is equals to 5 centimeter. The total surface area is 660 centimeters square. Find the height of the cylinder. Just now I told you they might ask any question. They have asked the variable h. Total surface area is given. If total surface area is given, find TSA formula. Write TSA. TSA, what is the formula for total surface area? All of you will respond. 2 pi r h plus square. First take out common. Don't try to solve it. You won't get the right answer. Take 2 pi r is common. H plus r. H plus r. Total surface area 660. R is equals to 5 centimeters. 660 is equals to 2 into 22 by 7. What is R? 5 centimeter. H plus 5. Next. Don't write it, student. This answer is available. It's there in the textbook. I'll mark few questions. 1 or 2 questions before attending evening class. Just solve that. Next. 7 gets multiplied. Keep H plus 5 as it is. 660 into 7 divided by 2 into 20 into 5 is equals to H plus 5. What about centimeter and meter? Radius is also in centimeter. Height is in centimeter. Total surface area is also in centimeter. Look, both are in centimeters. Okay. For example, if R is given in meter, students, if R is given in meter, 1 meter, just because total surface area is there in centimeter, you have to convert R in centimeters. 1 meter is equals to how many centimeters? All of you respond. 1 meter is equals to 100. What you would have taken the radius as? 1 meter or 100 centimeter? Yes. Okay. If units are not same, converted, students, converted. Your units are same. Now calculation part. Look at 22 goes 3 times in 66, so 30. 2 5s are 10 or 5 6 times. 2 1s are 2 3s are. 3 7s are 21 is equals to h plus 5. Subtract it. H is equals to 16 centimeter is the answer. 16 centimeter. Is it clear? All of you understood? Second type of question. Okay. See, one volume. Next, total surface area value was given, students. In exam, they'll give you volume value. Use volume formula. Look at the third example question. Curved surface area is given. The curved surface and volume. Okay, both are given. In the third question, just go through the third question from textbook, students. The curved surface area and volume both are given. Units are same. Find the diameter and height of the pillar. Try to solve even the third question. First, second, third question. So three formulas, three types of questions are covered. Curved surface value is given and even volume value is given. Use both the concept, add, subtract, multiply, check what they have done here. You have to divide. Okay, go through this. Three questions. Complete those three. Another 2 minutes. Look here. If you want, solve the first one. After solving, don't practice all the questions. Just practice any one question. In the first question, we need to find curved surface area, total surface area. Radius and height, units are not the same, students. So give preference for meters. Try the last question. Convert 1.4 centimeter. Radius is equals to 1.4 centimeter. If you want to convert into meter, from small to big, greater, we need to divide it by 100. 0.0014, you get 0.0014. This is very less. 0.0014 is less. So therefore, keep R as 1.4 centimeters. Convert H. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. You can use this and solve. This is how we have to think. Next, if you want, try one question in volume. They've asked. I've explained volume formula. Try in volume one question. Okay. Evening, I'll solve this question. 2018. In 2018, they had asked one question based on this. So try at least three questions. Three from textbook. Practice those and one or two questions from this 21A. Is it clear? All of you understood what I explained? Okay, just practice that and attend at what time, students? Just a minute. 5, 5:30, 2. Okay, same time, 6 o'clock you'll attend. If it is slightly delayed, I'll send you a message. Okay, and one more thing, don't worry about this, student. As I told you, only from 5 to 7 marks. So because of this one chapter, don't think that it is too tough to study maths. Cover all the other chapters. This one chapter, just go through formulas and whatever I teach. Out of 5 to 7, at least 3. You should score at least 3 to 4 marks. Fine. That's it for this session. Attend at 6 o'clock. You all can leave. All 10 standard students can leave.